Now, I'm really hoping I'm right here, but it looks like GPU prices may actually be affordable in the next couple of months or so. Fingers crossed. Hey guys, it's Chris with Tech Vibe. Today, I come to you with hope. I come to you with what I believe is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And at the end of that tunnel where that light is, I believe it is affordable GPUs within the next couple of months. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, and I seriously doubt it, because how could you not know about this at this point, but GPUs have been extremely difficult to get by anybody, and if you are able to get them, you paid way over what they originally were at MSRP, except for those very small handful of you guys that were able to get it at launch. It has been a very difficult time for a lot of people in the PC world, and it has definitely turned a lot of people off from the PC world because of it. Well guys, today I have some news for you that appears to point towards the direction of cheaper GPUs and GPUs that don't just say out of stock. Wouldn't that be fantastic? So guys, today I'm going to be sharing these trends with you, giving you the insight on what appears to point to GPUs that you can afford. So let's check it out. So there are a couple of different indicators that have been showing us that GPUs may become available and affordable here in the near future. And one of those indicators has been the pricing index on Tom's Hardware. Now, if you're not familiar with it, what this is actually doing is taking information and data, scraping it from secondary markets such as eBay, and keeping just a record of what the average sale has been for these GPUs. So if we look here, just things such as the RTX 3090, it has it for $3,000 and has a price change. It shows you how many were sold, and it's gone down by 4.4%. 3080 Ti, 2300, not enough data on that yet. It just recently came out. 3080, you used to see those things up there for $2,000, and you know, this has just been keeping track of that, and we have that here. So let's look at the 3060. Let's look at the 3060. So 874 has been the average price that it's sold at 700, and it's gone down by 4% so far. So let's look at it now. So eBay RTX 3060. So here we are, guys. We're seeing some prices coming down here. It says it's trending at 867, but just with this one right now we see 842, and what we had here was 873. Now that's not a lot cheaper, but keep in mind that what we have been seeing are the prices have been going up and up and up in the past. But if we look at this trend here, everything's going down. And there's a big reason for that, and hopefully it continues to happen. But one of the biggest reasons that we have seen this happen has been because of cryptocurrencies. We've talked about that a lot, and that has been the big push to why there really is no availability of GPUs that keep getting bought up. There's been this infinite demand. But as you can see here, just this empirical data, it is showing that they've been going down in price. And interesting enough, one of big leads here to let you guys know, one of the best mining cards that were out there to give off the best hash rate and such and go have been the 3080 and the 3060 Ti. Well guys, if you take a look at this chart, I mean, which ones have gone down the most? It has been those two, because those were the ones that miners were after, and now they're not as profitable to buy. And we can see that here, Ethereum, if I can spell, Ethereum network difficulty. So here we have the Ethereum network difficulty chart, and what this basically means, just broken down as simply as possible, the higher the number that you see, the harder it is to actually mine Ethereum. Now, if you look at the chart and the dates and times and you match them up to actually what's been going on, well, you can see that this chart has actually been going up and up and up because more and more people were trying to get into the space to actually mine Ethereum. And if there's so many people just basically trying to print money, well, then it would drive down the price of Ethereum because it would make it less valuable if so many people can get a hold of it. So I'm assuming you can understand where that makes sense. So Ethereum has become harder and harder to actually mine, and with different outside forces such as Ethereum 2.0 and trying to move to proof of stake, and Nvidia acting as if they're trying to step in and help us with all of these mining issues that we've been dealing with such as the LHRs that they've been putting on 3080 Ti's and the 3060s. Well, it's just not as profitable as it once was to mine Ethereum and make it a focus. So now you don't have as many people in the space. So, and we can back that up with just seeing what we are seeing here. So another thing to actually show you guys the profitability of mining and where it is, we've got nighthash.com right here. And right now we have the RTX 3080 plugged in here. And with that, we are making about $5.47 a day. Now, just so you guys can see it, that works out to 164 days going off of 30 days. So 164 bucks a month off of one RTX 3080. And to kind of give you guys an idea, we got to look at the price now, which we are about $2,400, and we've been bouncing back and forth about $2,400 for the past week or so. To really kind of put this in perspective, guys, so you guys can see where this all makes sense, is if we look back, this is an article that was written back in February 8th, and I'm sure you guys have seen the absolutely abysmal, disgusting mining rig of 78 RTX 3080s. And this guy here was making about 165 bucks off of each one. Well, back in February, guys, the price for Ethereum was about $1,700, and it's gone up by quite a bit now. And the profitability has not reflected that. And that kind of goes back to the difficulty of mining and kind of keeping that value there, and like we talked about a little bit ago. But I mean, just there is showing you that it is getting more difficult to mine and it's not as profitable because the price is going up and it's not showing that reflection. But we've already briefly discussed it. The light hash rate limiters that are continuing to come out are going to halve these hash rates that we're seeing, furthering the difficulty to mine and the profitability. So that's going to, again, keep these new miners from getting into the space and wanting to try to continue to mine. It's not going to be as profitable. So what this is going to effectively do is help us get more cards because miners aren't constantly buying them up from these scalpers. And well, it also is probably going to help as far as trying to get 30 series cards, that Nvidia is shifting their production to more of the 30 series. They're going to be focusing more on their 30 series cards, which is going to allow you guys to possibly, hopefully, get your hands on them. And if these miners aren't able to use these cards to continually get those good hash rates, they're not going to be buying them, which means that scalpers aren't going to have anybody to sell to at these high prices, which effectively means prices are going to go down, which hopefully this continues to happen. So hopefully that continues to trend and you guys are able to get the GPUs that you're actually after. And if anything so happens to change, make sure you hit that like and subscribe so I can keep you up to date if anything does. And just so you guys are aware, I do my best to actually give you relevant updates. I'm not going to be flooding your notifications with updates about the 7900 XT 3 times a day. That's just not what I do here. I do my best to make sure it's relevant updates. So if that's something you guys can appreciate, subscribe. That's all I got, guys. That's it. No, it's easy. Hopefully, we get a win. We'll see ya.